going to use UC Wood's Thin Pour 180.
Okay.
And this has a longer working time. And so we always go ahead and get your measuring cup out. And so we're going to start with, let me see. So it's about, we're going to actually go 4 ounces for this. Okay. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So we're going to want to go 2 ounces of
that
part B first, because it's thinner, and you'll see why in a second.
Okay.
And then we'll do 2 ounces to make it a total of 4 ounces of the part A.
I'm assuming that's that one.
Mm-hmm. And so you and I will help
everybody do that.
Yeah. We might even pre-fill some.
Okay.
So there's 2 ounces.
How long does this take to set?
You would be able to like do like a second coat or a flood coat after 24 hours. But full cure, depending on, you know, the heat, humidity, all that, you're gonna wanna wait. If it's, to like really handle it, probably at least 3 days.
Gotcha.
And then this is thicker, and you get a better complete mix when you pour the part A on top of the part B. Have you ever poured resin before?
Nope. I wanted to before, but I haven't ever tried that, so I'm excited.
And this amount of epoxy is honestly too much for this project. I could already tell just by looking at it. There will be runoff.
So do we want like half that? Or maybe like not quite half, but somewhere in between half and that much.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. This is, right now it's just a demonstration. So what I want you to do is just to stir, okay, for about, now not too aggressively, because sometimes epoxies, especially since the room right here is really warm, you can go a little faster than that. Yeah. And then we just gotta mix it until all the swirls are gone. It'll take a while. Probably about 6 minutes total.
Okay. Gonna be a while.
And if your hands get tired, I'll take over and I'll continue stirring for you and scrape edges. If you want to hold it over here so the camera.
Oh, I thought I was in the camera. Okay, I was trying to be in the camera. I thought that was where the camera would be. Maybe like here?
Yeah. The camera comes out right there on this end.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then every now and then, watch this. You want to take your stick and scrape the edges completely.
Okay.
And then get the corners. And see all those swirls in there? We need those to go away. And we just take our time, because you don't want to put too much action, I guess, in here, because it incorporates air, starts the chemical reaction, and then it'll start to cure fast, and you can tell when it's starting to cure, because it'll warm up. So it'll get so warm that it could even melt the cup.
Good to know. So then are those air bubbles in there because I was stirring it too fast? Or is that just how it is?
That's, air will get in there. You could even use like a small mixing tool, like a little drill, or like bigger batches use like a paint paddle on a drill. And then,
have you ever done anything where it's like a thicker kind of, I'm not sure what I'm trying to ask.
like casting, like pouring it deep? I tried a little bit, but I really like just doing like the thin pours.
Gotcha.
And with the layers.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out with the deeper ones. Are they a lot of layers, or is it all just one big pour?
That's casting. That's casting epoxy, and it's a lot thinner than this.
Hey!
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Ready to get some music started?
Cool. And so it looks pretty good, but just to be sure, that's why we have that bigger cup. So you want to get that bigger cup? Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to turn the AC down to like 76.
Turn that to.
The AC.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
So that's the AC over there.
Yeah.
That's all. No.
Okay.
I turned the pilot light off also because
Okay.
it just adds dimness.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And to make sure that we have a really good solid solid mix, is we're going to dump it into the other cup.
Gotcha. And then I'll make sure to get it.
And then we're just going to scrape the edges. And then get it into this cup and then stir it for just a little.
Oops. That wasn't quite what I had in mind.
That's
But
okay.
it kind of looks cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop with that. I'm gonna do over here.
Do you remember when we were kids, they had those face paints for Halloween, that it was a popsicle stick with the paint on the stick? That's what that gold on that stick reminds me of.
The paint on the stick.
Do you remember?
I remember face painting, but I don't remember like with the popsicle stick.
Well, how old are you? I might be dating myself right now.
29.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
It's getting there.
Wow, that's pretty. What's really cool about epoxy is that you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours to make something look really cool.
Feel back in. That is true.
But there also is that stopping point.
you have to know when to stop.
Yes, yes.
Let's see.
I really like how this comes around. This is like on the outside. That's very pretty. That is so cool. Do you like it?
Kind of just want a couple of like little more dots.
Now it's gonna be fluid for probably like 6 hours.
Wow. I just want one more dot.
And it can only go as high as about 1/8 of an inch, and then because that's where it levels at.
Say that again.
It self levels at 1/8 of an inch.
Interesting.
That is very cool. Look at the depth right there.
I like that.
That looks great. That looks so good.
Oh, come on.
And so it will continue to run off,
Of course. I'm just fussing now. I need to stop.
probably. Okay, you ready to torch it?
Ooh.
You see the bubbles? Watch this. And you don't want to put too much heat, just enough to pop the bubbles. And whether you're using a heat gun or a torch, always start it away from your project because you don't want it to blow dust like right on it.
Fair.
Okay, you ready for the torch?
Hold on a second. Let me fix this.
Because that'll all self-level.
Fair. Okay.
And then this is just real light. We're gonna...
Is that making it? Okay, I see. A little bit now.
And then we might torch this one more time. And that thins it out when you heat it up too, so you don't want to heat it up too much.
Gotcha.
That looks so good. Are you happy?
Mm-hmm.
You did so good.
Thanks.
You did really good. See how that had the veins? It kind of has the same kind of effect.
Yeah.
How it runs off the side.
Yeah. I like it.
Of course, ideally, your surface is completely level.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is going to continue to move for a while. And I see more bubbles over here. Do you want to give it a try?
Sure.
Do you need to wipe your or they look good.
Okay.
And just very, very lightly, and don't keep it in one spot. Just a sweep. There you go. Move a little faster. There you go. A little faster. There you go. You don't want to heat it up too much.
How do I turn it off? Okay, give it back to you.
That looks great.
Cool.
That looks super good. Now, what I would do to keep it from running too much, I mean, it's going to run, is just
Okay.
all within the color.
This one's a bit cleaner.
You want to grab that, but like at this kind of an angle, so you, and then but like really scrape it so you get, yeah.
And then is there any more underneath it? I can't really see. I can come over here though.
Probably not very much. And then you got some runoff over here if you want to do that. I would, if you're going to take the scrape by the gold, start at the end of the gold. Don't pull the red into the gold.
Gotcha. And then, does it matter where I put it? We're just gonna go like that.
Perfect.
Cool. Oh shoot, I was going that way first and then I forgot and went in the opposite of what you said.
That's okay.
But I don't think I got any really in there. Okay. How's this side looking?
Now something else you can do, since
Mhm.
it's all coming this way, is to pick it up with your fingertips on both sides and then turn it completely around.
Turn it.
Bring this, make this edge, turn it onto this edge. Or
So you're saying just move the whole thing. You're saying don't necessarily move the canvas, but turn it. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Like so.
Yep. And then you can just, there you go.
Cool.
And then you can scrape that edge. You can get that edge right there.
Not that one. This one.
And then definitely scrape it like this with this angle going in towards the picture.